We got a hell of a weekend in men's physique, and I just want to know one thing from the audience when you watch this video. We're going to break down 6 different individuals, 6 different men's physique Olympians, and I want to know who's going to be the king of Morocco, who's going to be the Moroccan king. As always, joining me is my host, Aline Bolton and Philip Naselli, and there's not much else to say, boys. I'm excited about this weekend. We only got one pro show, and I want to see who's going to win this damn thing. Let's go. Well, what do we have here? If you're an OG men's physique fan, you know exactly who this is. How many videos have I done about Italy's king, Riccardo Croce, a 6-time Olympian? He's been top 14 at the Mr. Olympia before in the last few years. Everyone always counts him out. I never do. Yes, there's things that Riccardo Croce still needs to work on, but when you want to talk about just a genetic freak, every time he's on stage, people go, damn, who is that guy? It's Riccardo Croce. Here he is at check-ins at the Morocco Pro. You guys are seeing it, man. This is a first-person view of the Morocco Pro. Riccardo Croce is laying down. He's probably already checked in. He's speaking Italian. Good things are happening for Riccardo Croce. I met Riccardo Croce 3-4 years ago at the Boston Pro. He was a great individual, and I've always been a fan of his physique, and obviously the judges have as well too. I mean, he's placed top 14 at the Mr. Olympia. Freaky ass physique, man. The shoulders, the delts, the lines, the chest, the midsection is beautiful from Riccardo Croce. I never thought muscle was the issue with Riccardo. What it's always been for me is just posing. You know, how can Riccardo pose to really display his physique the best? That's really the only thing I would ever say he really needs to work on. He comes in absolutely diced. If you go over to his Instagram, this guy's a model as well, and I swear he walks around like 2% body fat all year long, like negative 2% body fat. It's absolutely nuts just what Italy produced in this genetic freak, Riccardo Croce. I'm saying, hey, he's my dark horse. He could take the Morocco Pro if some of these guys are off. Riccardo, did the posing get better? Because the physique is always on point, brother. And then we have this guy, who doesn't get mentioned a lot. I haven't talked about this man a lot, but he is in Morocco, and after we talk about his posing and his physique, I'm gonna give you a POV, a first-person view of him in Morocco walking around with the king of Europe, Emile Walker. But this is Omar Souleyman, and again, just like Riccardo, what comes to mind when you look at this guy? The muscle is there. Front to back, the muscle is absolutely going crazy. The back is one of the best backs in the division when it comes from a muscle standpoint. And the front is just so much damn muscle. It's grainy, it's vascular. He actually has a pretty tight waist with him, just like Riccardo. It's gonna be posing. All these guys all year round gain this muscle, go to the gym, eat right, do their protocol. And sometimes I think these guys forget that posing means more than anything. You already have a superior physique. You already have more muscle than the guy next to you. You already have beautiful lines. You already have all this good muscular stuff going on. Now is the time, more than anything, to focus on posing. I also think Omar Souleyman can continue to bring up his legs to bring a more balanced physique.
One looked a little bit like, you can see it, yeah, you can see it though. Yeah. It didn't look like that, but obviously. And there's everyone like, you shouldn't want to show. Yeah.
Marcos, last show of the year. We are at the hotel. Swimming pool over there. Habibi, welcome to Morocco. Well, this is Morocco. This is a proper Moroccan sofas. bedroom. Oh, look at this microwave that they gave us. So, weird microwave. I'll put my container in there. Then you fucking melt it, right?
Oh, look at the desserts. Oh shit. Hey, look. Set the bus up, boss. Burgers. The burgers. Oh my burgers.
I know, innit?
You happy?
Very.
That was the best one. Can we hire a Lamborghini, please? With the prize money, no more. What do you think? Are we allowed?
Whoever wins.
Yeah?
Whoever wins is their treat.
Are we doing a bet like Emile?
Whoever wins is their treat, yeah.
Look at this, yeah? It's a bet, yeah? Lamborghini.
Marcus. Benjamin Marcus.
Habibi, if you ever wondered what it was like to see a first-person view of top Olympians traveling across the world, competing at the Morocco Pro, checking in, melting their food containers in the microwave, there it is. Huh? Omar Solomon, Emile Walker, Ricardo Croce, a bunch of good stuff is going on. But I want to hear from Aleem, and I want to talk about other physiques that could possibly win the Morocco Pro. Aleem, tell me what you got going on, brother.
Thanks for the alley-oop part. This weekend at the Moroccan Pro, I have Sidi Pouye. Sidi Pouye, the Senegalese giant, is stepping up to the Moroccan Pro to show off his exceptionally wide shoulder-to-shoulder width and his microscopic waist. He's got an incredible V taper. He's got more muscle tissue packed on his body than the average two human beings combined. When he turns to the back, it's lights out. The traps, the rhomboids, upper lats, lower lats, Christmas tree, it's all there. He's got density, he's got width. He's really, really a great example of what the judges want to see in the back. When he turns to the front, he's got a full chest, really nice shoulders, great arms, they streamline into the shoulders. He's got a nice set of wheels on him, and he's got pretty decent abs. Where we think that he falls short a little bit and needs to continue to develop, which he is in his abs. His abs should be etched out just a little bit more, and that could be a conditioning. He comes in condition, but he might need a little bit more conditioning, specifically in that ab to oblique location. He also needs to adjust his posing. He's working on his posing. He has the two hands on hip, quasi Superman pose. It's almost like a one hand on hip Superman pose where he angles his upper body. I think because he angles his body a little bit when he does the two hands on hip, you don't really get an opportunity to appreciate how wide his shoulder to shoulder ratio is in comparison to the waist, which I think he would get more points if he maybe hit that straight on and then maybe angle to the side a little bit. Also, when it comes to his posing, he has a tendency to just get up there and it's almost like he's going through the poses, not really sticking the poses. It doesn't look like he's emphasizing each stick of the pose and having that enthusiasm, that emphasis to the pose. So I think if he comes and really owns the stage, because part of the critique in men's physique is how well you present yourself. How well do you get the people excited? How do you get the judges excited with your physique? Obviously, it's just a front, back, and then front pose with the transition, with two transitions in between. However, what you can do up there can really, with the smiling, with the emphasis and the flexation, showing off your striations and holding it just a fraction of a second longer instead of just, striking a flex pose. Really hold that flex for a quick second and then release and transition into the next pose. Sidi, you're a former Olympian and you went to the Arnold. We think that sky's the limit for you. The other person that I have, Jeffrey Darko. Jeffrey Darko, unfortunately, was a no-show at the Spanish Grand Prix. I had him as my dark horse. This is another athlete with an extremely wide clavicle. His shoulders to shoulder might be the best next to Sidi in the entire game. His waist is exceptionally small. He's got that Aaron Banks-esque kind of waist. When he turns to the back, he's got a great back. Again, another guy who you can see the width in the lats, the thickness in the muscles, the rhomboids, all of that is there. I do think that he needs to bring up his lower latch just a little bit, but other than that, his back is exceptionally well chiseled. When he turns to the front, I think that that's where it falls off a little bit. I know he's got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cuts, in his corner as his coach, helping him with not only his diet, his posing, and his mental state. Now, I don't know why he didn't make the Spanish Pro. Maybe he got to the gates and the airline said, listen, sir, you only paid for a 1-seat ticket. You look like you're gonna take up 3 seats. We're not allowing you in unless you pay for another 2 seats. Maybe that's what the issue was. Maybe he had challenges getting through security with all that muscle on him. They thought he was packing something extra. I don't know. But he missed it last time, and the fans missed an opportunity to see his physique on stage that we know that he worked so hard on in order to showcase it and sneak up on everybody and actually win. This time, he has an opportunity to redeem himself at the Moroccan Pro, make this show, and show out. My man, Jeffrey Darko, I hope you're there so I can talk about you on Monday. Welcome to the Men's Physique Show. Let's go.
It's crazy to say, but we only have one big show to report on this weekend. It is the Marrakesh Pro, and the battle between Mauro Fialho and Emile Walker continues for one last time this year. Now, these guys have gone head to head for the last couple of weeks now, and we've seen completely different looks at every single show. Let me start off with Mauro Fialho. Now, Mauro at Prague brought a drier, harder look to stage. He went from 13th in the world at the Mr. Olympia to then fall into the last callouts, proving that the look that he brought to that Prague stage wasn't the look that the judges were looking for. Now, moving into the Spain show, he brought a completely different look. Mauro was not as hard, he was not as dry as what he was at Prague, and he was obviously rewarded for it, taking second place at the Spain show. Now, what move does Mauro make moving into Marrakesh? Does he go back to that hard, dry look, or does he go for the not as dry, a little bit softer look, which the judges favored? I'm guessing that he's going to move into the look that he showed at Spain. Let me now turn your attention to Emile Walker. Now, very similar to Mauro Fialho, we saw 3 completely different looks from Prague to Romania to then Spain last week. And now that it's been announced that Mehdi Kabaj, IFBB Pro, Men's Physique Olympian himself, is now at the helm. So what does this now do to Emile Walker moving into this Marrakesh show? We need to remember, Emile Walker doesn't actually need to win this show. The man's already qualified for the Olympia, but he has said that this show was already planned. He was always going to do this show, whether he was already qualified or not. He also said in an interview with the Men's Physique show last week that he has a holiday planned after this show in Morocco with some other guys competing at the show, Jeffrey Darko and Omar Solomon. So, has Emile Walker taken the foot off the gas a little bit? Is he now in cruise control? Is he chilling at the moment leading into this show? Does this now leave a window of opportunity for Mauro Fialho to now sneak in and snatch his first pro show win for the season? I don't know, but all I'm saying is this is going to be an exciting weekend and an exciting finale to the Emile vs. Mauro battle.
Boys, that's going to do it for us. We will see you Monday for a recap on the Morocco Pro. Put it in the comments below. Who do you think is going to be the king of Morocco? Ricardo Croce, Sidi Pouye, Jeffrey Darko, Emile Walker, Mauro Fialho. I mean, there's so many Men's Physique Olympians competing at this show. Big time guys traveling from all over the world. It's going to be very exciting. Shout out to Huge. It's Black Friday. Liquid carnitine. Burn some fat. Use my code HART. And obviously Manifest, baby. Manifest is the board short company of the year. If you're going to compete next year, buy Manifest. Use my code HART. Other than that, boys, I'll see you Monday. Let's go.